people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is a give to Achane. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Carter right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
A
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Smith, the man in motion left. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards the game there, another 1st down as well.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Because even though he hasn't run the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
They go play action here. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. Mitchell again. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Paid for this?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 62 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us out. That's it. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find Gray here. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive slip. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, here's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Purdy off the play fake. And this pass caught by Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the field. Now here's a timeout as they're going to go with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott on the extra point. And playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well. 49 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but he'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Purdy. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards. But still 4th down.
Because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go. H.N. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 31 yards. And the Eagles Giants are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Elliott good. Thomas at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now Purdy. He'll buy some time right. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tutu Atwell, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
73.
This one out quickly to Watkins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone calls because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 61 yards. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
First down, San Francisco.
Achane gets it from the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get...
Touchdown, 49ers! 2-2 Atwell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 10.
63, 63, 63. Yanni.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
CB on, no you see me on, I'm on CB time.